What if I told you that in 2020, human boxing was declared too boring for audiences? What if fighters were replaced by 2,000-pound robots throwing punches that could crush cars? And what if a washed-up former boxer and his estranged 11-year-old son built a champion from literal scrap metal? Welcome back to Plot in Minutes. And today we're diving into one of the most underrated gems of 2011, Real Steel. This isn't just Rocky with robots, folks. This is a story about redemption, father-son relationships, and the heart of a fighter, whether it's made of flesh or steel. We've got Charlie Kenton throwing everything away for one last shot at glory, a kid who refuses to give up on a robot everyone calls junk, and boxing matches that make Marvel fights look like pillow fights. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this movie deserves way more love than it got. But first, smash that like button if you love underdog stories, and let's jump into the world of Real Steel. So it's 2020, though this movie came out in 2011, so they were predicting our future. Human boxing has been banned because audiences got bored watching mere mortals fight. Instead, we have robot boxing, 8-foot-tall steel gladiators, controlled by their handlers, fighting in arenas packed with bloodthirsty crowds. The movie opens with our main character Charlie Kenton, played by Hugh Jackman, at some backwater county fair with his robot Ambush. Charlie's a former boxer turned robot handler, and he's about as washed up as they come. He owes money to everyone, makes terrible decisions, and is about to learn that his ex-girlfriend has died, leaving behind an 11-year-old son he barely knows. Charlie was a boxer who never quite made it big, and now he's a gambling addict who treats robot fighting like a get-rich-quick scheme. He's selfish, irresponsible, and at the start of this movie, he's about to abandon his own son for money. But here's what Jackman does brilliantly. He makes Charlie likable despite his flaws. Then we have Max, played by Dakota Goyo. This 11-year-old kid has more faith and determination than most adults. When everyone else sees junk, Max sees potential. When others give up, Max doubles down. Everything changes when Charlie's robot gets destroyed in an underground fight. And he needs quick cash to pay off his debts. This leads to one of the movie's best sequences. Charlie and Max breaking into a junkyard to steal robot parts. But instead of valuable parts, they find something unexpected. A sparring robot called Adam, buried under a pile of scrap metal. Everyone else sees worthless junk.
He's Generation 2, but barely.
Max sees a champion. Adam is a Generation 2 robot.
You can at least move him around, Charlie, but he's crap.
Older, smaller, less powerful than the modern fighters. He was built to take punishment from the real fighters during training. But he has something the others don't. He was built to take a beating and keep getting back up. This is where the movie's central metaphor becomes clear. Sometimes the heart of a champion isn't found in the biggest, strongest, or most expensive package. Sometimes it's found in the fighter who refuses to stay down. What follows is one of the best training montages in modern cinema. Max discovers that Adam has a shadow function. He can mirror and learn from the movements of whoever is in front of him. So, Charlie, the former boxer, becomes Adam's teacher. Watching Charlie throw punches and seeing Adam copy every movement is pure movie magic. It's Rocky Balboa meets Transformers, but it works because the emotion is real. Charlie's teaching his son's robot to fight, but he's also reconnecting with his own love for boxing. They start small, county fairs and underground fights. Adam's not the strongest or fastest, but he's got something the others don't. He never goes down. he absorbs punishment that would destroy other robots and keeps fighting. And slowly, Charlie starts to change. He begins to care about something other than money. He starts to believe in Max's crazy dream. Most importantly, he starts to become the father Max deserves. Adam's reputation grows. They move from county fairs to legitimate venues. The crowd start to love this little robot that refuses to quit. They call him the people's fighter because he represents everything the sport had lost: heart, determination, and the courage to face impossible odds. But success brings new challenges. Charlie's gambling debts catch up with him. Max's aunt and uncle return early, wanting to take him away. And looming over everything is Zeus, the undefeated champion robot who's never even been knocked down. Zeus is everything Adam isn't: massive, powerful, technologically advanced, and controlled by a corporate team that treats robot boxing like a business, not a sport. His owner, Farah Lemkova, represents everything wrong with the sport. It's all about money and spectacle, not the heart of competition. The final fight between Adam and Zeus isn't just about robots punching each other. It's about everything this movie has been building toward. Charlie has to choose between taking a dive for money or fighting for something bigger than himself. The fight itself is spectacular. Zeus dominates early, using his size and power advantage. Adam gets pummeled, and it looks like the fairy tale is over. But then something happens. Adam's voice recognition system gets damaged.
I think the voice recount your son's not responding. What?
And Charlie has to control him manually, like the old days. Suddenly, it's not just Adam fighting Zeus. It's Charlie fighting for redemption, for his son's respect, and for the love of the sport that made him who he used to be. The choreography is incredible because it mirrors real boxing. Adam uses speed and heart to overcome Zeus's power. Every punch Charlie calls, every combination he remembers from his own fighting days, gets channeled through this robot. Even though Zeus technically wins on points, Adam goes the distance, something no robot has ever done. The crowd goes wild because they've witnessed something special: a fighter with heart defeating a machine with programming. But the real victory is Charlie's transformation. He's become the father Max always believed he could be. He's found his passion again, and he's learned that sometimes winning isn't about the prize money, it's about proving you belong in the ring. Real Steel is the rare movie that delivers on both spectacle and emotion. The robot fights are incredible, but they matter because we care about the people controlling them. It's a father-son story wrapped in a boxing movie, wrapped in a sci-fi adventure, and somehow it all works perfectly. If you haven't seen Real Steel, or if you dismissed it as just another robot movie, I highly recommend giving it a shot. It's got more heart than most human dramas, and more exciting action than most blockbusters. What did you think of Real Steel? Did it hit you in the feels like it hit me? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into underrated movies. Until next time, keep fighting the good fight. Whether you're made of flesh, steel, or something in between,